Welcome friends and family. This is trip number 7 where I go out in December just before Christmas to fit a wood burner. Here we go. Fresh off the boat, it is 8:30 on the dot and I've just arrived at the house and there's a couple of sheets off of oh yeah, some moors come off. Oh fucking hell. So moors come off. I'm gonna have to address that this trip, but God, the wall's looking great though. The pointing that John and Matt have done, that's looking amazing. Wow, that's a nice surprise. There seems to be quite a bit of water. There's that fucking caravan. Oh my god. I have to live in that at one point. So that all kind of looks alright. Ooh. Okay, considering the road's got quite a lot of water on it, this stream is doing pretty well. Like it's moving. So that's good. And my plants seem to have survived through the window. The grass kind of needs cutting again. They only cut it the other day and it's December and it still needs cutting. That is mad, isn't it? Wow. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but it's another van full of stuff. So this is the wood burner that I'm going to be fitting. So I need to clear this. Oh, so small, this apartment. So because it's going to be next to the fridge freezer, I've bought some fireboard. So I'm going to build a stud wall in between the wood burner and the fridge. And then I'm going to move the wood burner over as much as I can towards the window to help with the spacing either side for the fridge freezer, which we'll get a proper one when we've got some money. The flue is going to go straight out the back because this wood burner is an oven and a stove top. So you put your kettle on there and you can have unlimited cups of tea, which I'm sure Matt will be very happy about. After a half decent sleep, I'm gonna measure up. I'm gonna get all the stuff out of the van, all the flue stuff out of the van, and I'm gonna measure up roughly where my hole's gonna go, roughly where the flue is gonna go through the wall. I'm gonna very carefully, I don't have a wire finder. I'm gonna very carefully drill a pilot hole. Yeah, I'm gonna get cracking.
Look how close I was to the wire. Wow. I knew they were bloody hanging.
Let's go and have a look. There she is. Whee! So that's kind of good because I might only have to take this block out. So I don't really want to take this out because it's attached to the window. So maybe if I have to move the wood burner over a little bit, maybe, we'll see. So we now know that this hole is so we now know that that is the breeze block. I should have taken a measurement, shouldn't I? But the breeze block is like roughly here and along here. So I'm going to go the other side, take that breeze block out, and then hopefully the plaster will just be attached. This is attached to the breeze block, but if it's not, then I'll have to knock this out, but from the outside. I won't do it from the inside. And then that will let me know how many blocks I need to take out. Who would have thought that I still wouldn't have a hole in the wall after all of that effort? It would have been easier to make the hole 5 times bigger and to cut through the actual blocks. It's the mortar that is just so incredibly strong and dense. I've got 2 different SDS drills and drill bits and brand new chipper bits. I was getting impatient with it, and when I get impatient with things, I just take a sledgehammer to stuff just to get it done, and because I just find it quicker to repair it after than I do to just try and do a neat job in the first place. But I'm trying to get out of that nasty little habit. I'm gonna have to go to the city tomorrow, Sanlo, and buy a couple of sledgehammers. I can't believe it's not done. The chronic tendinitis that I have in both of my forearms is screaming at me. So I'm hoping the tools that I find in the city tomorrow are going to do the job pretty quickly and efficiently, because I'm not sure how much my shoulder's going to take tomorrow. see a little bit of smoke. Can't see any leaks. Can't see any leaks. There's smoke coming out, but oh yeah, look, you can see the condensation at the top happening already. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on it. Yeah. Pretty clear so far. Got my top vents closed for the oven. Still 0. Yeah. Cold. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting warmer. Right. Alright, cook test. So, we're going to do a stovetop test. I don't know whether you're supposed to take that off. Got some leftover shepherd's pie. So that is coming up at 6 at the moment. So we need to get that up to about 60. And I think, I don't know whether you use these to like manage the heat for the stove. The stove, oops. So the oven is currently 50. The room is 14. And stovetop 35. I reckon it's probably not far off what the oven is. 40. Okay, so let's assume that it's going to be, yeah, so 5. So we know now the stove is 5 degrees below the oven. So let's see how long that takes. That is a beauty. A semi-successful trip, I think you'll agree. The vertical flue on the outside is obviously too short. The pull isn't strong enough, which is why it's smoking at the end. The horizontal coming out the wood burner out through the wall, I didn't have a choice with that. But I will try and fit the spinning cowl, which I think will help, and extend the flue higher to stop the wind from coming down and travelling down the flue. But all in all, it was really nice, but it's definitely too big for the room. Like, you have to have a fire like quite roaring, and I ended up like opening the doors and windows because it was absolutely boiling. So, you know, live and learn.